Ekiti Television, taking you further.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us on the Midday News. I am Olayinka Ilori. The Ekiti State government has revealed that huge amount of money has been sent to provide basic facilities at the Agric Olope market in Ado-Ekiti to create more comfortable environment for traders. At a recent market meeting with stakeholders held at the Wiz Palace, Governor Biodun Oyebanji noted that the move was also to discourage street trading in the state capital. BSS reporter Toba Babalola has the rest of the story.
Governor Oyebanji, who highlighted the importance of Ado as the capital of Ekiti State, said that the vision of the forefathers who fought for the state's creation was gradually becoming realizable, considering the significance of market traders to economic development of the state. He urged the constant market traders to align with the vision of his administration, adding that selling of goods on the roadsides was not healthy and safe for them. The governor said that a whopping sum of money had been spent to put the Agric Olope markets to proper shape with the provision of necessary amenities as demanded by the traders.
As a government, we don't want to use force on those that brought us to office. And I'm happy and glad today that all of us have reached a consensus on the need for the traders to move to those new markets, and they have promised to move without force. So I'm so excited that we are able to reach this consensus. By the middle of this month, they will start to move to the market. We have built the market to their taste. We met with them. They told us what they wanted done in the market, and we have done it. We have provided water, toilet, security, warehouses, parking space, and everything they have scored. We are provided. If this one is done, it's going to encourage us to do more.
He unveiled government's plan to rehabilitate roads from Ojumoshe to Old Garage, First Baptist Church to Post Office area, Okenyimi to Mugbagba, Idolofin to St. Paul's, Junction, Odoado, while critical roundabouts and Fajuyi Park will be renovated for better outlooks. The area of Ado Obade Yemade Jugbe, who went down memory lane on plans to reshape Ado for a befitting status, urged the street traders to relocate to the appropriate market approved by government. Obade Jugbe said that necessary facilities had been put in place to make the markets attractive and conducive for them to sell their goods. The Commissioner for Trade, Investments and Cooperatives, Mrs. Tayo Adeola, explained that Governor Oyebanji had been able to revive the Agric Olope market after several efforts by successive governments. She noted that the present government had provided a warehouse in the market to safeguard their goods, with those registered to be allotted spaces.
Everything is ready. We've appealed to them and they've agreed that they will move. Come 23rd of June, everyone, we shouldn't have any street traders, and enforcement will begin on that day. Hopefully, no one will run foul of the law.
The President General of Market Traders, Chief Abibat Ogunjobi, and wife of the Ewi, Iyeshorun Abosede Ajejugbe, noted that Governor Oyebanji had transformed Ado-Ekiti into a business hub, calling on street traders to abide by the directive.
Adẹ ti mú sùúrù kò í tó. Èyí kì gómìnà ṣe lẹ́nu ọdún méjì sẹ́yìn. Ṣé ni yẹ kí gbùjùbà ẹ̀ kárí kó? Èyí kọ́ dá níbẹ̀ nìkan bá ní wípọ̀ ọ̀nẹ́ gbọ́. Òní yẹniyẹni. ọlọ́wọ́ á jẹ yẹ ẹ́ dáadẹ́ á yẹ ká yí padà báyìí ọlọ́wọ́ á jẹ.
Traders at the market, however, resolved to comply as soon as possible. Toba Babalola reporting.
The wife of the Ekiti State Governor, Dr. Layemi Abiodun Oyebanji, has rejoiced with the wife of the former governor of the state, Erelu Bisi Fayemi, on her 62nd birthday, describing her as a steadfast advocate of justice and women's rights. Dr. Layemi Abiodun Oyebanji, in a congratulatory message, praised Erelu Fayemi for her unwavering dedication to empowering women, uplifting the underprivileged, and shaping progressive policies that have left a lasting impact on Ekiti State and beyond. She applauded Erelu Fayemi's significant contributions to social justice, especially in her fight against gender-based violence and her role in spearheading inclusive policies such as the Gender-Based Violence Prohibition Law. She prayed God to continue to grant her sound health, wisdom, and strength. The chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC in Ekiti State, Mr. Shola Election, says that the party has commenced mobilization to galvanize support for the party ahead of the 2026 governorship poll. Election explained that the party's action followed the release of the timetable for the Ekiti State governorship election by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. The party chairman, alongside Deputy Governor Okindu Ambonisade Afuye, and leaders of the party, met with APC women leaders across the 3 senatorial districts of the state to strategize on how to mobilize the women folk ahead of the election. The APC chairman assured that the upcoming governorship primary election will be handled with competence and professionalism, despite the overwhelming endorsements for Governor Biodun Oyebanji by various stakeholders. Mr. Election, who described the women as great mobilizers, expressed confidence that the leaders will work assiduously to ensure that the party emerge victorious in the forthcoming poll. An Ekiti State Chief Magistrate Court in Ado-Ekiti has sentenced one Adeoti Moradeke to 3 years imprisonment with hard labor for careless attitude and violating the state government's directive on child abuse. The 33-year-old Moradeke was arraigned before Magistrate Olatomiwa Daramola last year on 1-count charge bordering on unlawfully engaging an 11-year-old Adeoti Onidamola in hawking of goods and child abuse. In her testimony before the court, the landlady of the convict, Bose Diosho, said Moradeke had been maltreating Onidamola, her cousin. The sentence, according to the magistrate, was however with an option of 20,000 naira fine in lieu of imprisonment. Ogun State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Motunrayo Adeleye, has called for increased support for the proposed constitutional amendment seeking to enhance women's representation in political leadership across the country. The commissioner spoke at a town hall meeting in Abeokuta on advancing women's inclusion and representation in leadership and political processes in Nigeria. Adeleye emphasized that the advancement of women in politics is no longer optional, but a national necessity for inclusive governance and sustainable development. She lamented that the rejection of all women-related bills during the 9th National Assembly, describing it as a major setback to the gender. The Federal Inland Revenue Service has introduced a new standard operating procedure to fix inconsistencies in tax services across its offices nationwide. The Special Advisor on Communications and Advocacy to the Executive Chairman of the agency, Mr. Collins Omokaro, in a statement noted that the move aims to make tax processes clearer and more transparent for Nigerians. He said that the updated standard operating procedure was a key part of the agency's plan to improve taxpayer experience. The National Assembly has revealed plans to initiate a bill to ensure that presidents-elect are sworn in as the architect of the National Assembly. The leader of the Senate, Okoyemi Bamidele, gave the information while responding to questions on the June 12th anniversary in Abuja. Bamidele explained that the legislation was part of efforts to strengthen the country's democracy. He said that the parliament would also initiate another legislation for the president to deliver the State of the Nation address in the National Assembly on June 12 annually. The Senate leader noted that the National Assembly had invited President Bola Tinubu to address a joint session of the Senate in the House of Representatives tomorrow to mark the 2025 National Democracy Day. Cross River State Governor Basi Otu has signed 9 bills into law to ensure citizens access to basic water, increase the state's internet-generated revenue, and address the state's security challenges. Speaking during the signing ceremony in Calabar, Otu commended the legislators for their dedication and responsiveness over the past 2 years, adding that the laws reflect his administration's commitment to modernize state governance and address pressing developmental needs. And the Kano state government has inaugurated a committee to investigate the recent fire outbreak at the popular GSM market at Farm Center, leaving hundreds of traders counting losses worth millions of naira. The committee was inaugurated by the secretary to the state government, Alhaji Umar Ibrahim, who represented Governor Abba Yusuf. According to him, the committee is tasked with probing both the immediate and remote causes of the incident, assessing the extent of the damage, and proposing practical measures to prevent future occurrences. That's the midday news. Thanks for watching. Good afternoon.
David lóníròyìn ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ti sọ pé òbítíbitì owó ni wọ́n ti ná láti pèsè ohun amáyédẹrùn sí ọjà Greek ọlọ́pẹ́ nílùú Adó láti lè jẹ́ kí ètò okòwò rọrùn. Níbi ìpàdé àwọn ẹni ọ̀rọ̀ kan pẹ̀lú àwọn ọlọ́jà náà láàfin ìwé nílùú Adó, ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ yìí jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ pé owó ńlá tíjọba ti ná sọ́jà náà ni ó wà láti pagidínà àti rí pé wọ́n pàtẹ ọjà sí ojú pópó lólùlù ìpínlẹ̀ yìí. Oníròyìn wa Tọ́ba Lọ́lá múròyìn ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ níbi ìpàdé náà wá. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a gbọ́rọ̀ láti ẹnu gómìnà.
Láti gbà yọ̀tún náà àlóbẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé owó yín ló fi kọ́ ọjà ìṣòwò mi owó Èkìtì state ló fi kọ́ ọjà yẹn. Ìgbà tí mo wá dé ìpè kọmíṣánná mo ní kán lọ tó pẹ̀lú yìí pé kí ló dé tẹ̀ ẹ̀ lọ ọjà yìí ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní pé ẹ̀ lọ nítorí pé wọn parí ẹ̀ kò sí náà kò sómi kò sí warehouse kò sí security kò sọ́nà òjò máa ń ẹ̀rọṣọ máa ń wà mẹ́ if I'm right mo ní pé tá a bá ṣe gbogbo kí ní wọ́n ṣe ẹ máa lọ ẹlẹ́ máa lọ mo ní kán lọ cost ìdí ní ẹ wá after today's meeting tí bàbá dẹ̀ ti pàláṣẹ wípé kẹ kúrò báyìí àṣẹ kábíyèsí yẹn a máa yẹ fọ́ọ̀sì ẹ̀rọ.
ẹ máa lọ bẹ̀ alágbé ni a wá báyìí níbẹ̀ tètè dáhùn ti kọ̀rọ̀ tí alẹ́ nìkan lọ sí bẹ̀rẹ̀ àmọ̀ká bá àmọ̀ níbẹ̀ bá. ẹ̀wọ̀n ọjà ṣáṣá ìwé àṣẹ ọmọ ìlànà tẹ jájà bẹ́ẹ̀ dágún mẹ́rin ìdájí o. ọ̀hún alágún mẹ́ta mẹ́rin tẹ jájà tó yẹ bá. mo gbọ́ pé ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ṣí ìdògbò ní kìtàdó wa ní kìtàdó sókàrẹ̀ wà.
ìyàwó gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ọ̀mọ̀wé ọláyẹmí abíọ́dún oyèbánjí ti kí ìyàwó gómìnà àná nípínlẹ̀ yìí erelú bísí fáyẹmí fún ti ayẹyẹ ọdún kejì lé ní ọgọ́ta ọjọ́ ìbí rẹ̀ níbi ó ti júwe rẹ̀ bí ẹni tí ó jà fún ẹ̀tọ́ aráàlú àti ẹ̀tọ́ àwọn obìnrin. ọ̀mọ̀wé abíọ́dún oyèbánjí nínú iṣẹ́ ìkíni kú oríire tí ó rán sí erelú fáyẹmí ló ti yòǹbó ìfarajì rẹ̀ sí ètò ìrónilágbára àwọn obìnrin àti àwọn tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún láwùjọ tó fi mọ́ títẹ̀lé àwọn ètò ìtẹ̀síwájú léyìí tó ní ó ti nípa rere láyé àwọn èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì. ó júwe aṣáájú rẹ̀ bíi igi lẹ́yìn ọgbà tí èyí tí ó ní ó ń ṣèrànwọ́ ètò ìjọba rere nípínlẹ̀ yìí àti ìtọ́jú àwọn tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún. ọ̀mọ̀wé abíọ́dún oyèbánjí gbóṣùbákàrí fún erelú fáyẹmí fún ipa tí ó ti kó nínú ìdájọ́ òdodo àti gbígbógun ti ìwà fífìyà jẹni àti èyí tó fi mọ́ àwọn ètò gbogbo tí ó fàyè gba mùtúmùwà nípa ti ètò àgbékalẹ̀ òfin lórí gbígbógun ti ìfìyàjẹni. wọ́n gbàdúrà kí ọlọ́run túbọ̀ tẹ̀síwájú láti máa lọ́ra ẹ̀mí rẹ̀ kó sì máa fún ní ọgbọ́n àti ìmọ̀ láti lè máa tukọ̀ àti láti máa ṣe àwọn rere fún àwọn aráàlú sí i. alága ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC nípínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ṣọlá Ẹlẹ́ṣin ti sọ pé ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú náà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò gbogbo láti wá àtìlẹ́yìn sí fún ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú náà ṣáájú ètò ìdìbò gómìnà ọdún tó ń bọ̀ nípínlẹ̀ yìí. ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ẹlẹ́ṣin sọ pé ìgbésẹ̀ náà kò ṣẹ̀yìn bí àjọ INEC ṣe kéde ọjọ́ tètò ìdìbò gómìnà yóò wáyé nípínlẹ̀ yìí. alága ẹgbẹ́ APC nípínlẹ̀ yìí tó fi mọ́ igbákejì gómìnà Kìnlú Àmúnisádé Afúyẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn àgbà ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú ọ̀hún míì ni wọ́n ṣe ìpàdé pẹ̀lú àwọn adarí obìnrin nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC káàkiri àwọn ẹkùn ìdìbò mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta ìpínlẹ̀ yìí láti jíròrò nípa bí wọn yóò ṣe wá àtìlẹ́yìn àwọn obìnrin sí ṣáájú ètò ìdìbò náà. ó ní ètò ìdìbò abẹ́lé láti yan olùdíje tí yóò gbé àsíá ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú náà lákòókò ìdìbò gómìnà ni wọn yóò ṣe nílànà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ láì fi bí ọ̀pọ̀ èèyàn ṣe ń fọwọ́ sí gómìnà Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùdíje tó jẹ́ ààyò wọn ṣe. ilé ẹjọ́ májísírèètì àgbà kan nílùú Adó tíjú ẹnìkan tórúkọ rẹ̀ ń jẹ́ Adéòtí Mọ́rádékẹ́ sẹ́wọ̀n ọdún 3 pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ àṣekára fún wà àìkàsí àti ṣíṣe àìgbọràn sí àṣẹ ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ìwà lílo ọmọ nílòkulò. ọmọ ọdún 23 ni wọ́n wá síwájú adájọ́ májísírèètì Ọlátọ̀míwá Dáramọ́lá lọ́dún tó kọjá lórí ẹ̀sùn kan èyí tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú lílo ọmọdébìnrin ọmọ ọdún 11 kan Adéòtí Oyíndàmọ́lá nílòkulò láti máa kiri ọjà káàkiri lọ́nà àìtọ́. nínú ìjẹ́rìí rẹ̀ níwájú ilé-ẹjọ́ arábìnrin Bọ́sẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣọ́ tí ó ya ẹni afẹ̀sùnkàn náà nílé gbé sọ pé Mọ́rádékẹ́ ló ti ń lo ọmọ náà tó jẹ́ ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n rẹ̀ nílò ẹrú nígbà tí àwọn ọmọ tirẹ̀ sì ń bẹ níléèwé. ilé-ẹjọ́ ọ̀hún ló fi àyè sílẹ̀ fún un láti san owó ìtanràn ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún lọ́nà 20 náírà. kọmíṣánná fọ́rọ̀ àwọn obìnrin àti ètò ìrónilágbára nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn Mọ́túnráyọ̀ Adélẹ́yẹ ti pè fún àtìlẹ́yìn sí i fún àtúnṣe àbá òfin tó ń fẹ́ kí wọ́n túbọ̀ fi àyè gba àwọn obìnrin nípò òṣèlú àti ipò aṣáájú káàkiri ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Kọmíṣánná ọ̀hún ló sọ níbi ìpàdé abẹ́ ọ̀dọ́ kan ní ìlú Abẹ́òkúta níbi tí ó ti fẹ́ kí wọ́n túbọ̀ fi àyè gba àwọn obìnrin nínú ètò ìjọba àwarawa àtòṣèlú nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Aya Adélẹ́yẹ tẹnumọ́ pé fífàyè gba àwọn obìnrin nínú òṣèlú ni ó jẹ́ èyí tí ó ṣe pàtàkì léyìí tó wà láti ṣèrànwọ́ ìmúdúróore ètò ìjọba tiwantiwa. Wọ́n sọ pé kíkọ́ àwọn obìnrin nínú ọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú àti bí ó ṣe jẹ́ pé àbá òfin tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin nílé aṣòfin ti ìkẹsàn-án ti àpapọ̀ ní èyí tí wọ́n kọ̀ sílẹ̀ ní èyí tó ní ó jẹ́ egbò ẹ̀yìn tó bá àbá òfin náà. Àjọ tó ń rí sí ọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ wọlé lábẹ́lé nílẹ̀ yìí ti ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ ìlànà ìṣiṣẹ́ tuntun lójúnà àti lè rí wípé wọ́n ṣe àmúṣe gbogbo ìlànà púpọ̀ wọlé lábẹ́lé àti ọ̀rọ̀ owó orí káàkiri orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Bó bá jíròrò pàtàkì lórí ètò ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ àti ọ̀gá àgbà ní àjọ ọ̀hún ọ̀gbẹ́ni Collins Omokaro nínú àtẹ̀jáde kan sọ pé ìgbésẹ̀ náà ló wà láti rí pé ọ̀rọ̀ owó orí jẹ́ èyí tí ó jẹ́ àkóyawọ́ fún gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà. Ó ní àgbékalẹ̀ ìlànà tuntun náà ni ó jẹ́ èyí tí ó jẹ́ ara ìgbésẹ̀ àjọ ọ̀hún lójúnà àti rí wípé àwọn tó ń sanwó orí ni wọn kò la ìpèníjà kọjá. Ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àpapọ̀ ti ṣe àgbéyẹ̀wò ìgbésẹ̀ àti àbá òfin kan lórí àti lè rí wípé ààrẹ tí wọ́n bá dìbò yàn ni wọ́n búra ọṣẹ́ fún ní ọjọ́ tí ó jẹ́ pé ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin bá ń di fífi lọ́lẹ̀. Olórí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àtàṣájú ìlànà ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ọ̀hún sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ Ọpẹ́yẹmí Bámidélé ló sọ̀rọ̀ náà nígbà tó fi ń fèsì sí àwọn ìbéèrè tí wọ́n bí lórí àjọyọ̀ ti June 12 èyí tí ó wáyé nílùú Àbújá. Sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ Bámidélé sọ pé àgbékalẹ̀ òfin náà ló jẹ́ ara ìgbìyànjú láti rí wípé wọ́n ṣe ìrànwọ́ fún ètò ìjọba tiwantiwa lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí. Ó ní ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin náà ni ó tún gbé àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ òfin láti rí wípé ààrẹ ni ó ń jábọ̀ iṣẹ́ ìrújú rẹ̀ lórí ipò tí orílẹ̀‐èdè yìí gbé wà fún ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àpapọ̀ ní ọjọ́ 12 oṣù kẹfà lọ́dọọdún. Aṣáájú ìlànà ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àpapọ̀ àgbà ọ̀hún sọ pé ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àpapọ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe pé ààrẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu láti wá bá àwọn sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ àti àwọn ọmọlẹ́gbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àpapọ̀ kejì sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́la lórí àtìlẹ́sàmì àyájọ́ ìjọba tiwantiwa ti tọdún yìí. Èyí ló pin ìròyìn ọjọ́ kan rí. Ẹ tún pàdé wa ní aago 7 nígbà tí a máa mú ìròyìn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ wá sójú ìwòran yín. Ẹ káàsán.